On March 24th, the airstrikes began. They continued for almost 3 months, 78 days to be precise. It was called Operation Allied Force. NATO pilots flew 38,000 sorties. Out of them, more than 10,000 were for airstrikes. The brutality is in the numbers. NATO dropped around 420,000 bombs on Yugoslavia. This included 15 tons of depleted uranium bombs and cluster munitions, the same ones that are now banned by 123 countries. NATO used them liberally in the year 1999. Did the United Nations sanction any of this? Of course not. Neither did the Security Council approve of it. NATO unilaterally decided to intervene. They wanted to teach Milosevic a lesson. Nothing was spared in the bombing. Bridges, hospitals, schools, embassies, factories, everything was fair game. Around 1,000 Yugoslav soldiers were killed along with 500 civilians. Serbia says the number is much higher, around 2,500 fatalities. Later reports confirmed violations of international humanitarian laws. Guess how many NATO officials were held accountable for all of this? 0. In fact, they actively hid their war crimes. I have a story for you. In April 1999, NATO struck a railway bridge in Yugoslavia. They hit a passenger train. Around 20 people were killed, all of them civilians. A US general apologized for this mistake. He showed everyone a video of the bombing. He said the train was traveling too fast. Apparently, there was no time to divert the bomb. People said okay and moved on. But as it turned out, the general lied. NATO had doctored the bombing video. It was shown at 3 times the normal speed, that train. Why? So it would seem like the train was going too fast. And no one took the fall for this lie. The US called it a technical error. And the general? He retired as a decorated 4-star officer, even ran for president in the year 2004. This was the reality of NATO's war. In the end, their troops entered and occupied Kosovo. They established Kosovan autonomy. Even today, there is a NATO contingent there. And what happened to Milosevic? He had no chance against NATO. So he ended up agreeing to their peace terms. Kosovo remained part of Serbia, but with autonomy. He was toppled by the people next year. He would go on to be charged with war crimes. In 2006, Milosevic was found dead inside his prison cell. And Yugoslavia? It was renamed in 2003 to Serbia and Montenegro. 2 years later, both countries split away. Thus ended the century-long story of Yugoslavia. It remains a controversial chapter in history.